this with Paul Rieckhoff. He's the founder and CEO of Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. Oh, my goodness. Okay, I'm going to talk about exactly what Mrs. Murphy wants us to talk about. She wants to talk about sacrifice and service and what our soldiers and our troops are doing over there now and wherever they're based, right? So I guess my first question, how is all of this affecting active duty troops? Are they watching this and are they just saying to themselves, why are we fighting about this?
Yes, I think it's affecting them profoundly. I think it concerns them. I think it impacts morale. It could ultimately affect recruiting. It's called loss for a reason, because nobody wins. I mean, this is bad. This conversation is bad for America. It's bad for our military. It's bad for our politics. It's bad for race relations. It's bad for everything. And we've got to get out of this spiral, and the president has got to lead us out of it. And if he doesn't, the country has to do it. I mean, attention must be paid. This is a clarion call for our country, a voice of conscience. These Gold Star families are a voice of conscience for some of the state of affairs in America. And if they can bring us forward. If we pay attention to them, we hear their voices, and we honor the sacrifices of the folks they've lost.
Okay, and I think a good way to honor sacrifice is to try to figure out what went down in Niger, right? You fought in Iraq, 4 U.S. soldiers acting in an advisory role. They get ambushed by terrorists in Niger. Sergeant Johnson's body is not recovered for 48 hours. What do you think happened?
I have no idea. And it sounds like a lot of other folks don't have any idea either. And we owe those soldiers and their families answers. You know, why were they there? What happened? What are we going to do next? Those are responsible questions. You know, there's an old saying that war is the extension of politics by other means. I mean, this is intertwined in our politics, and our White House needs to focus on ISIS and focus on what happened over there more than this controversy. So the sooner we get moving on that, the better off we'll be. And I think, you know, the country wants direction right now. They want to know what to do. You asked the question, how can they support these families? That's the right question. They're telling you how they can support them. I also want to direct everybody watching to TAPS. Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors is the best nonprofit in the country serving these folks and their families. They've been doing it for decades, and they'll do it for decades after the cameras are gone. So donate, volunteer, support TAPS, because they're going to be there before and after every president and long after the media attention is gone.
Paul Rieckhoff, many thanks.
Thank you, Carol. Appreciate it.